Alright, what is going on YouTube? My name is Nar from 2 Narwhals, coming at you with a brand new commentary. Before I get into the story today, I want to say one thing. I might be uploading a commentary this weekend, and I'm going to say that this is my first commentary on 2 Narwhals, but it's not going to be. This one actually is going to be, but the other one I can't upload just yet because I have to put some editing in it that I won't need in this one. So yeah, just be aware of that. So right now we're on some Advanced Warfare one-shot, and if you notice in the title of the video, it's called I Faked the Seizure, and that is exactly what this video is going to be about. I'm going to tell you about the time I freaking faked the seizure. It was hilarious. So here in a small town that I live very close to, they have a car show every Saturday, and basically everyone brings in their cars, their nice old cars or anything, and they park them, and you can just go around and look at them, and they give away awards and stuff. Everybody's there, it's packed, it's all great fun. And so my grandma has a store down there on the street that the car show is held at. Oh snap. Okay, she has a store down there where the car show is held at, and we go there often. So I'm out there with me and my cousins, and I'll tell you what, me and my freaking cousins are troublemakers to say the least. Oh, not just joke that. We're troublemakers to say the least. We get in a lot of trouble. We do some pretty funny crap. And I might get some hate on this video because like some people say what I did was wrong. But we're standing out there, you know, we're enjoying a hot dog and some soda. And my oldest cousin says, I mean, he's the one that provokes me the most. If you ever watch this, you know who you are. And he tells me, dude, go out there and fake a seizure. Just start shaking and drop to the ground. And so, me, I like to earn respect from my cousins. I mean, they're pretty cool guys, and I wanted to have some fun. And to be honest, I had no clue what I was thinking when I did it, but I did it. I went out there, and just in the middle of the freaking road, started shaking all of a sudden. And I stood up and started shaking and just dropped to the floor. Not the floor. I dropped into the road, just like in the middle, on the ground. When I'm on the ground, I sit there and let a little bit of slobber come out of my mouth just for added detail. And so out of the corner of my eye, I see this cop, okay? This cop was the dumbest cop I've ever seen. He has this bike, and the seat is mounted extremely high. We'll start off with that. In the time that it took him to mount his bike, right there, I mean, take the kickstand up and everything. In the time that it took him to put up his kickstand, mount the bike, ride over to where I was, put the kickstand back down and get to me. In the time that it took him to do that, he could have ran to me and back 4 times. I'm not lying. So if this cop were to get in a freaking situation where somebody actually had a seizure, he would be the worst cop to do so. I mean, it took him so long to get over there. So at this point, everyone on this crowded street is staring at me. There's a cop right beside me, bending down, like shaking me, asking me if I'm okay. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this insanely fat woman running as fast as her little heart can run. And while she's running, she's screaming, I know CPR. And at that moment, I was done. Okay, I knew I had screwed up. First off, lady, you're not supposed to even do CPR on somebody that's having a seizure. You roll them over on their side. And so I kind of stood up and brushed it off, acted like it was nothing. And they were just shocked. Like, I was just like, I promise I'm cool. This was the lame story that I came up with as to why I did that. I forgot to mention, though, when the cop got there, I was just laying completely still, okay? I wasn't even shaking or anything. I was just laying there with my eyes open. So he might have thought that I was dead or something, okay? I played a pretty good seizure. So I just looked at this cop straight in the face as I wiped the slobber off of my cheek, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I fell and scraped my arm, so I just laid there. And boy, he had a hard time buying that, but he had no clue that I was faking it. So I lift up my arm and point to my elbow and show him about a week-old scratch that is supposed to pass off for a fresh bleeding scratch. Okay? That's what I had to come up with in that moment. So he's like, "Are you sure you're okay, man?" He still thinks I like had a seizure or something. He's convinced that I had a seizure. And I would be too if I was that cop. I'm like, "I'm fine." I turn and immediately just start fast walking into my grandma's store. I don't stop. I don't stop to talk to anyone. And I noticed one thing as I passed to go to my grandma's store. My 3 cousins who got me into this are standing there, just freaking laughing their butts off. It was the most hilarious thing, and I couldn't help but give a little grin. I would have been laughing too, but I was like, "Holy cow! There's a cop right next to me. I could be in trouble, you know." So I did it. I thought I was gonna be in trouble, to be quite honest with you guys. I was kind of scared because I mean that's cops. That's like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So yeah, I went straight to the bathroom, my grandma's store's bathroom, and just locked myself in there. And I could hear my cousins laughing. That's how hard they were laughing. They were just like screaming out there. It was just great. And I hear the cop from inside of the bathroom, and he's like, "Who of you are related to that boy who just came into here?" And he ends up talking to my aunt and my grandma and telling them that I had a seizure. My aunt and grandma immediately knew what I was up to. That's the funny thing. They had no doubt in my mind that I was just screwing around with people. And that's one of the funniest parts. Like, they knew I did something. And they knew me and my cousins were up to something. So, basically what happened was I had to come out. They made me come out of the bathroom. And I somehow passed it off as I fell. I convinced them I did not have a seizure. I came pretty close to getting a big old freaking French kiss from some fat lady. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. That is the time I faked a seizure in public, and I almost actually got in trouble. I almost got called by the police. But it was like pretty embarrassing and awkward talking to that police officer. But hey, it was worth it. I walked off with a freaking amazing story and an amazing memory. So, thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, drop a like. Definitely subscribe. We'll be coming out with our 200 subscriber montage as soon as that hits. It looks amazing. So, yeah, subscribe, leave a like. And one last thing is I'm getting a computer very, very soon. So, if you want to see any computer games, leave them down in the comments below. I'm definitely going to be doing the course. Yes, I saw it from Jeff. It's an amazingly fun game to play. Alright, guys, so this has been Nar. Be sure to check out my next commentary. She'll be uploaded in a few days. And peace.